Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Candy, and today I'm going to be talking on the second part 2 video of Fight Fair, and this is going to be on laying ground rules. I'm going to lay some ground rules that I believe will help you before you're fighting. Just like in a boxing, the referee comes in the middle, explains the rules, and clean fight, shake hands, and everybody goes to their corner and the bell rings. Before fighting with your mate or with someone that you care about, it's important to establish ground rules and boundaries that are not to be crossed. I know that in my relationship with my husband, during our courtship, we talked a lot about how to handle situations, what was not acceptable as we were getting to know each other. I'm grateful to God for that, because God really helped us lay out some really good, healthy ground rules to make any kind of fights that we're going to have, make them as fair as possible. The first thing, and this happens in boxing, they put in a mouth guard. And so this is symbolic to words that we speak. And so I'm going to read Ephesians 4:29. So the first, one of the rules is to put in your mouth guard. And that has to do with how we use our words during an argument. Ephesians 4:29. So Paul again is talking to the church of Ephesians. It says, do not use harmful words, only helpful words, the kind that build up and provide what is needed. So something that we need to understand is that words have the potential to cut deep and to wound us. And that wound can linger and can fester for years. And so it's important that we take control of our language, especially in the middle of a heated argument. Something that my husband and I never did is we never called each other out of our names. He never cursed. We did not curse at each other. There were no F-bombs being thrown out there, the B word, nothing like that. We didn't name calling. And so it's important that you guys agree that some words are gonna have to be off limits, and bad words like the D word, as far as throwing in every time you get mad, every time you get angry, you want to throw the D word. I want to get a divorce. Be careful that you say what you mean and you mean what you say. Sometimes those are very heavy words to just throw them out there like nothing. It's kind of like people today, you want to be blocking you when they get mad at you, and then when they calm down, they unblock you. That is so immature. And that just shows that person that you're in a relationship with, that just shows that not to take you seriously. Because one moment you're blocking, the next moment you're okay, so you unblock them. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Be that kind of person, a person of integrity. That your word means something, that your word carries weight. And because you realize that, you're careful how you use your language. You're careful how you communicate during a heated argument, because words carry a lot of weight. And so agree that some words need to be off limits. Learn to express the intensity of your feelings without using profanity or abusive language. Now, if you're in a relationship and this already goes on, you can, today, right now, you can change that. You can change that. You can say, you know what, God, help me. I don't want to be that person. And have a sit down with your partner, or have a sit down with the person that you're in a relationship with, and talk about these things and lay out the ground rules. The sooner the better. And so these words, when we use abusive language or profanity, they just get in the way of the real communication that can help get you through a conflict. The second ground rule is don't attack. Learn to attack the issue, not the person. Don't be attacking each other. Never say things like, you know what, this is all your fault, or you're such a liar. I think about Kevin Hart. You're a liar. But it's not funny. I'm being serious, right? You're such a liar. You did this. It's your fault. And so these remarks, they're going to cause the other person for their walls to go up. And you're not going to get anywhere. It's just going to drive you further apart instead of bringing you closer together. So the third ground rule is own your feelings. Instead of attacking, try owning your feelings. And what I mean by that is when both of you accept responsibility for your mistakes or whatever it is that you did, then you're going to be more like that fighting style that I mentioned in that first video, part 1, that you're going to become more like a sparring partner. And so that means that you're going to be growing together instead of wounding each other and regretting. Start with your feelings, because no one can discount them. They're your feelings. Nobody can tell you how you feel. They're valid. And so express your feelings, but without letting them consume the conflict. So another ground rule is avoid dragging the past into present conflict. It's really tempting to bring out this list of the past offenses, grievances, disappointments that you've kept record throughout your relationship. And so unfortunately, when we do that, it only takes away the attention from the conflict that you're needing to deal with presently. Focus on the immediate issue and stay right there until you reach a resolution. I think, as an example, sometimes in our marriage, we needed a mediator. And for us, for my husband, that was our senior pastor. When we would have a fight, a disagreement, an argument, and we could not get to a place of a resolution, we never hesitated in inviting our pastor in, because we knew that sometimes it called for a mediator, and there's nothing wrong with that. We trusted our pastor. He had 40 years plus married, someone that could talk about his experiences and share with us. And so commit to fighting fair, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how you can reach a resolution quicker and how that will make your relationship stronger. Stay in the ring, face the fight, and focus on fighting fair. Now, just like in boxing, sometimes there's going to be what they call a split decision. And there's going to be times or occasions where you're actually not going to agree. And in those times, instead of focusing on a resolution, focus on a reconciliation. And it's okay to agree to disagree. I'm going to read in James. This is James 3:17. It says, "Wisdom is peace-loving and courteous. It allows discussion and is willing to yield to others." So when you're mature relationships, when you have a relationship, or your relationship that's maturing, you're going to realize that there's going to be times that you're not always going to agree on everything, because you're unique. God made you different. You're individuals. And so it's not so much a matter of right or wrong, but it's learning to see life from different perspectives. And so split decisions, they allow for that unique perspective. So definitely in all of this, in your relationships, when you're having to work through those ground rules, be sure to always bring in and invite Jesus into the ring with you as a mediator. And so I have a question for you guys as I wrap up this video. And it's after watching the first one about the 5 styles. What is your fighting style? And identify it. The goal needs to be, if it isn't, to be that sparring partner. And go over these ground rules that I've spoken about here on this video. Listen to the video, process it, and lay out some ground rules in your relationships so that you can learn and grow and mature in them. And so in all that, you can work through producing healthy relationships. So I hope this video helps. And if you haven't subscribed, click the button to subscribe. And as always, do something good for you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.